Welcome to our video, Phase 3 Improvement 3.1.1.3 CRM Integration. We assume you have watched our video Training and Mentoring Introduction and agree that a plan for continual NetSuite training and development is essential to get you from where you are now to where you want to be with NetSuite One World. Our lifecycle plan is available for free download from our website. If you have not downloaded this plan, please do so now before watching the rest of this video. Without this plan, the context of this video might not be clear to you. CRM systems should be integrated with the financial backbone of your organization. In many cases, they are not. CRM systems such as Salesforce and Microsoft Dynamics are very popular and afford the user with an excellent CRM system, but that's where it ends. No financial accounting backbone. Nothing is more important than your customer, and the best way to serve your customer would be for you to log into only one system to be able to access all that customer's details in one dashboard so that you can serve them quickly and efficiently with up-to-date reconciled information. Leads come to your organization from a range of sources. All these leads need to be consolidated into one database. NetSuite's front-end CRM is perfect as the financial backbone is built in. This video explains how to do a simple NetSuite integration with the contact form on your website. Let's say that currently new leads are received as an email notification. A data capture resource now has to spend time retyping the details that your new lead has already punched in via your website contact form. If you replace or integrate a NetSuite new lead form with your website, the leads will flow directly into NetSuite, creating a new lead. You can deploy that resource somewhere better than data duplication. For example, the more important processes of lead qualification and lead management. The lead can then be passed on to appropriate sales reps based on region or any other parameter, all via NetSuite Salesforce Administration, SFA. After qualification, the lead will then move to prospect, opportunity, customer, and ultimately cash. This video will now cut over to screen capture for a demonstration of a simple contact form integration.
Thanks, Bota. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to talk about NetSuite CRM integration with your website, in particular WordPress website. And I'm specifically going to show you how to create a simple online form in NetSuite and then integrate it with your website as an online form for lead generation. In other words, your lead comes across the website, fills in the details, and it sends that information directly into NetSuite as a lead record. First thing we're going to do is create an online form in NetSuite. We're then going to grab the relevant code that we need, in other words, the publishable URL and form field identities. We're then going to add the code to WordPress and publish. And finally, we're going to test the form online on your website to see if it all works. So let's get straight to it. Right. So once you've logged into your NetSuite account, you want to go to Setup, Marketing, Online Customer Forms, New. You then select Default Form Template. First thing you want to do is give your form a name. In this case, we can call this Online Lead Capture. The next field that you can fill in, this is a message that you want to put at the top of your form. We're not really going to use this, but I'll show you where this comes up. So this is really just, if you have a look at the message, it will place the message at the top of your form between the HTML tags in this field. We'll just enter something here for sales, for contact us form. The next thing you want to do is select the fields that you need. So this is the actual detail that you want to capture online. So the first thing we want to do, we're just going to create a simple form with your first name, last name, company name, email, and perhaps a comments field. So what we'll do is we'll go first, so you type in first name, and there it selects it for you. We're going to make this, we're not going to worry about any of this, you know, the widths and stuff like that. We're going to, we do our own online. So you want to select mandatory, you want last name, perhaps you also want that to be mandatory, perhaps a company name, doesn't have to be mandatory, perhaps maybe you want to capture their mobile phone number, also not mandatory, and then maybe some comments, also not mandatory. So those are the fields that you require to be populated. Not going to worry about the detailed message. With regards to workflow, I'm going to keep these as they are. Create customers as company. So at this stage, we're going to ensure that when the record gets created in NetSuite, it will be an unqualified lead. We'll set to allow to update. One thing I would like to note here, this automatically defaults to a shopping cart. What you may want to do is just create a simple thank you page. So I've just created a really basic thank you page where we have received your message and we will be in contact with you shortly. Have a pleasant day. You could put whatever you want, create whatever page you want, but the important thing is to grab the URL of that page and put that in there. So what this will do is once the person online clicks submit, it will redirect to this page. So this is the URL that you want. There are other options. You could send an auto reply email, sales rep notifications. We are not going to do that for the purposes of this video. I'm also not going to worry about the setup appearance because we're going to be creating our own page. So once you've completed this, click Save. So the first thing to notice that now you've successfully saved the form is if you have a look at the URL at the top, you will see there that this has now created a unique URL at the top there. So this form ID is now form number 7. But it's far better to go to the bottom of this form, and you'll notice there says publishable form URL. You want to right click that and open in a new tab. And what this shows you is a really basic form, and you could use this form and give to a developer, or just shorten the URL and put it on your website. But as you can see, it's a pretty basic page. You'll notice, do you remember in the message area we wrote some text to add at the top of your page? There, you'll notice it there. Don't really like those forms, so what we want to do is create our own. So you want to go right click, view page source, and then you'll see all the URL or HTML and web code is sitting in here. First thing you want to do here when you look at this page is you want to make a note of the ID for the 5 fields that you created. So you want to look between the tags TD. Let's start between TD, open TD HTML tag and close std HTML tags. So these are the cells that you selected. You want to go and find the ID name, and if you see there ID equals first name, we're going to look at, so that's the actual name of the field, first name. That's the first field that you selected. There you see the second field. Sorry, there's the second field here. So this is the ID number, last name. There you'll see we said company name, mobile phone, and comments. These names are important. But what we've done is we've created some code for you. So this is a basic form HTML code, and we will provide you with a download of this. So all you have to do is put your publishable URL in there, and it should be good to go. Or you could give it to your developer, or if you're a developer, this should be HTML 101. So before we can continue, let me just go back to this form. One thing you may have noticed is that I haven't yet put the email in there. So I'm going to add the email, and I'm going to make it mandatory. I'm going to add it, and just so that I've got nice little order, I'm going to put that up. I'm going to drag it. I'm going to hold the left mouse key and drag it up to there, and then click save. Now this form is good to go. So we created the form here, and the first thing we need to do here is, you'll notice there's a form ID equals, in brackets, my form, actions equal, and then there's the URL that you might recognize, and you'll see method equals post. So the first thing you want to do, so what you would like to do is copy that URL, so copy link address, insert just after that bracket, so you want to paste between the two you want to paste between that area there, and you want to double check that the input IDs are correct. So in this case, we've got your input ID equals first name, name equals first name. You need to make sure that it corresponds with what you currently have in your form. Now we've gone ahead and done this already for you. If you take our form and you add another field, all you need to do is copy between the div. If I go to the top here, copy between the div, open HTML tag, and the close HTML tag, right click, copy, and then create and paste in here, and just change the name. That's all you have to do for any additional field that you add. Right, so now that we have that basic HTML code, what you want to now do is press Control A, which copies all the code, then Control C, then go to your website. And just bear in mind, that's HTML code you can use on any website. We just happen to use WordPress. So this is the back end of a WordPress website, which is the admin area. So this is where you have admin access. You click Add New Page. You will notice there's two components. There's a visual component and text. This is the HTML code area. You want to right click, paste. Paste to double check that you're using the right form here. So that's form 7, so that's right. We then give this page a name, which is, you can just say contact test page. Then click publish. You may also want, we've added a permalink here, so you may want to change the page name to whatever you want. Click preview. Now what you have is a page that just looks a lot better than this one here, and it's on your website, as you can see. So what we're going to do now is just test to see whether this form, and someone filled in their details, whether NetSuite gets updated. So we want to test whether that works. So let's just say you're an individual, you've come to this website, you're interested in getting some information or contacting someone here. We can then go and say, okay, my name is Shane Warne. My company name is Spin King Incorporated. My email is shane.warne@theking.com. My mobile number is 0423 111 567, for example. I'd like to know more. Now obviously, if you have HTML expertise, you can restyle this web page. We will, in another video, where we talk about a much more efficient way of doing this, a simple form. We will provide you with a template that is already ready to go. So you may want to style this a little bit better and move these buttons to where you want them. For example, submit and reset, you may want to move them down to here. With the example we'll provide you in the download, we will provide 10 fields: first name, last name, company name, email, mobile phone, alternative phone number, 3 address lines and comments. That would at least be a basic enough form for you to use without getting any programmer. Anyway, now that we fill this out, just click submit. And there you see the URL page that says, we have received your message, we will be in contact with you shortly. Okay, so now that the details have been entered, there's a couple of ways that you can see if the information has been added. So just bear in mind we are testing, and so we know already that a record has been, or some data has been entered on our website. In the next video, or in another video, we will talk about how you find out whether anyone has filled out the form. So you will get an email notification. We'll talk about email notifications as well as looking at saved searches. So since this was a test, we need to just enter in here and see if there was any record of Shane Warne. There you can see Shane. So you can contact Shane Warne. So this is a contact record has been created, Shane Warne of Spin King Incorporated, and then there's the lead Spin King. So what this has done is created a lead and created a contact simply by going to your website and entering detail. So this is a very quick and dirty method. We will provide a download below of a basic form which you can use with 10 fields. Let us know how you go. If you have any issues, feel free to contact us. We can be contacted on our website. If you go to our contact page, you will see that we already have information for you to fill out there, and we can get back to you straight away. So this, by the way, is the same thing as what we've just done now. So the next video, I'd like to demonstrate a more efficient way of creating an online form. What we just showed you now is just a very simple, quick method. The reason why we want to do this is it's all very well creating a code and putting it onto a page, but what happens if you need to put that in different places? So the reason why we'll show you the short code JavaScript method is what you do is create it in one place, and we can also add other elements to it like styling and validations. So as I said earlier, let us know how you go with this quick and dirty method, and test it online and give us a call. Let us know what you think. Bye now.
Our next video will demonstrate how new leads are allocated to sales reps, i.e. Salesforce administration. Thank you for your time.